Today we're out shooting collection 2 and we're about to shoot it in a pasture. Specifically, we wanted to highlight the Sri Lanka print, which is one of my favorite prints. It's exclusive to HOA.
That's great.
That's really good.
Chin up a bit.
Look at the view. I mean, this is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better shoot day than this. So stay tuned.
Week 2, season 3, off to an amazing start. Feels so good to have partners this time around. We don't got to do all the heavy lifting ourselves. DraftKings extending the same bet that they did last week. First, you got to download DraftKings Sportsbook, and then you can participate. Same as week 1, week 2. Bet $1, you get $200. Bet $1, get $200. You heard that? Use promo code ATHLETE. So excited about this. We got some amazing things happening week 3, week 4, week 5, throughout the entire football season and beyond. ATHLETE is the promo code. DraftKings Sportsbook is the app. I Am Athlete is the platform. Peace.
City of angels, try to chain us down, but society can't tame us. Granny told me gotta be safe, but we stay dangerous. You also bought a book and we already burnt the pages. Who you really gonna call when it all get crazy? Who you throwing the ball for that new Mercedes? How you gonna risk it all and do a 180? How you gonna catch that Hail Mary pass me fading? You could keep that hate in the backseat. All these rappers running in place so they never catch me. Running for the sprint, but this money be everlasting. And except they capping, they calling me IMF.
Well, we got a lot to cover today. I'm seeing a lot of conversation in social media about NIL, right? So name, image, likeness with the NCAA.
Oh,
we got professional athletes here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how you guys feel about it. Is it hurting or is it harming the sport, especially collegiate sports?
I think they just pay everybody, really. I think it could cause jealousy if you see one of your teammates pull up in a Bentley and you still eating Roman noodles. And, like, some of these kids is about to get paid crazy.
Yeah.
And, and some people not. And I think the NCAA should, instead of just causing division, I think they should just give everybody a little stipend or something. So.
I think name, image, likeness is, I'm for it, right? I feel like those college institutions are going to treat it like professionals, right? And treat practice like the professionals, then they might as well pay like the professionals, right? Yeah. Obviously not to the same extent, but they should get paid for their likeness and their name and all that stuff. It's only fair, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that anyone that argues against it is just a way to control like the athletes and have them stuck in this bubble and not allow them to just capitalize off their own name and likeness. That's my perspective, right? A lot of people, don't feel that way, but for me, I think it's only fair. All right, so.
But it's like, for me, it's just another way the NCAA don't want to pay. Like, they rather let the players go make their own money instead of all the money they generate, they don't want to give out.
You said the NCAA don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay. That's
right.
Well, now they have to. I mean, I know I got into it with the NCAA back in 2009 when I made my decision to skip college and take my talents overseas. So. And then even before that, you got to go back when Sonny Vaccaro was with the O'Bannon brothers at UCLA when they stopped, the NCAA games and college games and stuff like that. So I do think it's great. You got some kids that won't probably make it professionally, but they can get money from, other things like tech and, things like that, like education. So, but yeah, I had a little beef with that.
Is that a different conversation though, the name, image, likeness, and paying college athletes? Is that a different conversation or is it the same thing? Because if you're telling me I can't even capitalize off my image, that's an even bigger problem than not being able to be paid. You know what I mean? I can't go sell my jersey, sell my likeness, go do autograph signings. I can't do that.
I think the concern from a lot of folks that I'm seeing is, does it create a distraction? Right, so now because really you're a college athlete, right? So you're a student athlete. So now you student, athlete, entrepreneur. Can you juggle all that? So now, I mean, Swaggy, you were at USC. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on there already.
What's going on?
How do you
sure.
manage all that if you put now business on top? Now you got to have an agent. You got to be on top of your finances. You got a lot to cover.
I wish they had it when I was going, because, you know, it's going to benefit for the people that's, you know, that has personalities, that's outgoing, because they always going to be like the center of attention. But for me, I want everybody to benefit, and that's the only thing I don't like about, because they making it more of an individual and then about the whole team. Because I remember sometimes all we had was Roman noodles. We run out of our stipend, you know, we was hustling and trying to get something, you know. So, but now it's gonna be that one teammate that's gonna have everything, and then it's gonna have the last man ain't gonna have nothing. So I feel like somebody should.
Yo, low-key,
Work on your game.
low-key,
That's work on your game.
That's
But
life.
it ain't about
Man,
that.
work on your
That's
game.
life, though.
Work on your game.
That's
Not
life,
really.
though.
That's a glide path to more money, huh?
That's
everybody
life,
get
bro.
paid.
That's life, bro. The
Bro, in
hard-
every sport, everybody get paid.
Nah, life is, if you work harder and you
It ain't about
garner
working
enough
hard.
attention, you're gonna get paid more. That's
No,
life, bro.
no.
Well, I guess from my
It's
perspective,
about the person, really.
yeah,
People go after the person, not the game.
No one gonna say in life, you're not gonna say, okay, you know, you're a hard worker, you should get paid more. Nah, in college, if I'm better than you and I work harder and more people
But
know my name, then
so
I should
I'm
get,
saying,
I
like,
should-
the number one pick was very quiet compared to Jalen Green was very loud. Jalen Green would have got way more money than the number one pick.
Why?
But he was the number one pick. That don't mean he's better, just mean he's more louder.
No.
The people know him.
But-
That's people going after a name, not most of
People
all the
going
time
after
it
who
ain't
people-
about the
who
game.
People know. So if he's louder,
Thank
people
you.
know him.
Thank
That's
you.
fine. There's no
That's
wrong
what I'm
with that.
saying. But if I'm loud and I'm coming in and I'm my name bigger than the number one player on the team and I make more money than him, well, you think he ain't gonna feel a certain type of way?
But why be worried about how he's feeling? That's not life. Life don't care about how people feel.
I guess
Shit,
for
this
me,
is college.
You know what I'm saying? That's
This is
business.
college. This is young people in college.
I guess for me, it's kind of the integrity of it all.
Yeah,
I guess
I would.
because I feel like I kind of agree with Swaggy because it's kind of one of those things. I guess I don't have to call you Swaggy. I feel like, can I just call you Nick? Because I feel it's awkward calling you Swaggy. But I guess I agree with Nick too because I feel like it should be something structured because I feel like it can go really far or go really low. Like it needs to be something where the NCAA has some type of,
Something.
IRA or some type of
Yeah,
401k
something.
program where it's fair, right? Because in some ways it feels like if you're a kid and you get that money and then you don't know what to do with that money,
Yeah.
you're gonna end up right back in the same situation.
Yeah.
How much education comes with having that money? Like just because all of a sudden we give you $10 million and you don't know what to do with it, you're like, damn, I had to pay taxes on that? I had to do all these different and now you back in the same, now you back at zero. Because it's really about not how much money you spend, it's about how much you keep. And I think if you don't know how to keep that money, it's gonna be really hard. Like you made all this money, now you back on broke because you're like, damn, I got $1 million.
That's what
I bought the
college
Rolls
kids
Royce,
do.
I got the penthouse, now
you
you like,
already broke when you went to college. Like you already in debt.
so
So
why
it's
end up-
like, so I mean,
But being in debt for
You already in
$100
debt.
and being in debt for $10 million, that's another
in
conversation.
college, like who
I'm
gonna
saying,
be in debt?
if you, some of these kids, they
Some
gonna
of
get
these
$10 million.
kids about to get- they
But see, that's
All
the
right,
conversation. That's the conversation a lot of institutions be having, right? And they use words like distraction and integrity, right? And they throw that out there. But it's not their job to worry about your schooling. That's a lie, bro. They don't care about your schooling or your education. They just care about controlling you, making sure
That's
you stay in
control.
line.
So you don't feel that's
right?
control?
But I'm saying they use words like, yo, you gotta focus on your education, and if you're
But I
getting
feel
paid,
like
it's
that's an
gonna be a
opinion
distraction.
because if you say this, if you talk about transition from the NFL, a lot of players will make the argument and say, well, I didn't get no education, I didn't get to do this, I didn't get to do that. So is it the?
They don't come from school, though.
I'm saying, but is the education issue if you don't get a degree, if you don't have a skill to go past when you finish the sport? Is it the university's fault? Or is it your fault? Because you saying that you not going to school to learn, you going there to go play business, but at the same time you want to have something to transition
Nah,
to.
I'm
so education is important.
Yeah, I'm
because
saying
yesterday you said
that's your prerogative, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying that no one else can dictate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Institutions can't dictate that. They try to say education as a scapegoat. Hey, this is why you should stay in school and this is why you shouldn't be paid. Right?
Look, Brandon, you didn't go to college.
Yeah,
right.
I'm about to say at 18, I felt like I got more education when I traveled the world. I went to Rome, Italy for 10 months. I got to travel 7 different countries. I was 18 years old. I signed a contract with Under Armour. I had 1.2 million. I was ready for business at that age. Like Under Armour came in, a team overseas came in, and they asked me, was I ready? And some people are, some kids are, and some won't. But I feel like getting paid in college is gonna help you, like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
feel like you left money on the table, though?
I bet if
Huh?
I bet,
Do you feel like you left money on the table?
No, I got 1.2. I didn't know what I was gonna get.
Okay.
That was cool.
Okay.
and truthfully, I bet if it was white kids getting paid, it won't be an issue like that.
Was not
Why
to me. It's
can't
not a
they
white
get
and
paid?
black
I'm just
thing.
saying, though.
It's
I'm
I'm talking about the
it's
NCAA.
yeah.
Why can't they just
Well.
pay? Why can't the NCAA just
Johnny
pay
Manziel
everybody?
he was one of the biggest athletes to ever
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out of
we talking
athlete.
about
and he-
small percentage, though.
I'm saying, but Johnny
We talking
Manziel
about
had the same issue a couple years
most
ago.
of the cats getting all the attention, driving college sports, right? Yeah, there's quarterbacks, but most of them is black.
Yeah,
and if
that's
these
not-
cats start getting paid, that's why it's a problem.
No,
let me
but-
throw
but
something different out there, though,
Instagram
right?
is both, really.
Because part of this, you can get money off being an influencer.
Yeah, but
Right,
Instagram is both, really.
so how do we feel about the fact that it might push you to be an influencer before you're an athlete? Because you can start to brand
That's
yourself,
what it is. That's
and
what
your game is terrible.
That's-
Game can be
That's
trash,
what-
but a
that's
lot of
what
other
I'm
things
talking
can be
about.
popular.
Bro, it's not a
But
bad
my thing is just like, it's just one of those things, like, you just become so much not about the sport anymore. Like, all of a sudden, like, being a professional too early, like, that just ruins your love with the game. You start to fall out of love with the game once it because in high school, when you think about sports, you always like, man, like high school, that's when I've had the most fun playing sports. And then college just starts to go away. And then NFL is kind of like, it's just like, damn, this all it
Why
really
does
is
it go
about
away
the-
in college, though? Why does it go away?
because it starts to be about business.
Exactly. So if it starts to become about business in college, then that's why people should get paid.
By
Because
the
it becomes
Why is-
about
I'm
business.
saying the NCAA.
So you're saying people shouldn't benefit off their likeness?
I'm saying the NCAA should pay. Why do they have to make the individual go search his own money without them paying?
So you're
'Cause that's
saying
what you
create a
gotta do in
baseline, create a
real life.
baseline of
Yeah,
money.
create a
and
401k
then you can
Hey,
Because
build
they
around
make
that.
so much money, they still don't want to pay. They still created a system for the individual they're gonna make this own money.
It's kinda
when they're
like-
making all the money off.
It's
you.
kind of like, here, shut up.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
I'm
it is
saying.
like.
Why
It's kinda
can't
like
you?
here,
Nah, but Duke, what he's saying is
Why
he's talking
shouldn't we be
about
happy
basically
with that?
profit sharing.
Yeah.
You got a business, and then you got all the talent,
Man,
Yeah, but
and
I'm
they're
saying,
not taking from that pot and pushing it
Yeah,
in.
they
Right.
say
You
you
talking
go
about
get your own.
monetizing? I don't think y'all are disagreeing.
Nah,
actually.
no, I'm on
we're on the same page.
all about
Yeah.
that
I
money.
think what he's talking about is that why can't the NCAA pay, right? And I think it's because they know that they're gonna give us the name, image, likeness thing, and we're gonna be like, okay, cool. Right? We're gonna be like, okay, cool. But we should keep fighting for that, for sure.
I feel like the NBA, what is it, the NBA G League, the G League, it's going to
Gotta figure out what is that.
The G League is going to take over from the NCAA because people getting paid big bucks over
And
there.
that's fine. A lot of kids want to be pros
Yeah.
out of high school.
But my thing is just like, if you become a pro, do you ever have a discipline? And like, do you ever have a discipline? Like, it takes people 20 years to become a great, woodworker or something in tech or to build something. And then like, after you get the money and you don't have the skill to have that foundation to keep that platform, then you go back into being the same thing that you were. Like, you become a creature of something that never really was incubated and never was birthed into something great. It's like you get stuck in this mode, you get stuck in this period of like, dang, this is all I had, I got this money, I'm doing this. And it's like, when you get older, you want a discipline. You want to be able to say, I could do this, I have the skill to do this. Like, if you have the money without the skill, you get the notoriety without the skill, then it's not really, that's something everybody can do that. It's just like having a discipline so when you get done and you transition, you can go into something and feel strong about yourself and have confidence and be mentally well. Like, I feel like a lot of athletes have issues with the mental issues is because we don't know ourselves and we don't have a time to really build hobbies or skills to help us elevate our taste, to elevate what we like. We get out the league and it's like we had this stunt growth of where people tunneled us this whole time and had us focus on lifting, getting money, and never about expanding our brain or expanding our horizons. And now we stuck and we're like, oh, the world did us wrong, but in reality, we allowed the world to do us wrong.
So
that's why it's all about your team.
But on that though, Michael, like, because I hear what you're saying, but now let's take the NCAA football player, right? The college football player that gets hurt, and now done. He's cut. He's off the team. So no education, no nothing,
You don't
no
get
money.
cut, they cutting people now in college?
Yeah.
All right, they ain't part. They didn't get that.
Players get hurt, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I've seen dudes break their neck, and they're done.
I agree with
They
you.
got no
saying,
health
like,
benefits. They got nothing.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think that instead of saying, hey, we shouldn't do this, I think we should do a better job as adults of implementing certain things when you're young so you know how to navigate as you're coming up, you know what I mean? So as you're going through college and as you're getting paid, there's certain programs our parents need to do better, right? Teach us more about finances, teach us more about how to cope with mental stress and all those things so that, you know, it's not something that's preventing us from taking advantage of certain opportunities that come our way.
So
You can do that at 18?
Yeah.
But my,
Probably
my-
do that 15 to the right
but my
things are
only-
in place.
But
But
my-
with money, that's a different story.
But my whole thing is just like, if
If
all
you think
if,
of money,
if
that's
all
a
your
different
self value
story.
is in your likeness, that doesn't really equate to anything, because at the end of the day, once your likeness doesn't have the value that it used to have, you stuck with something that you can't build with that. Like
strike while the
if
iron's
you
hot.
used to be famous,
Strike while the iron's hot.
but if you strike with the iron's hot, you
Yeah.
still that's one strike. You know what I'm saying?
But
what
one
about
thing
the
leads to the
longevity of
next.
life? Some trees take 300 years to mature.
One
Like,
thing leads
you
to
know,
the next. Why is sports the only thing? Why is
Hey,
sports?
brother knowledge. Hey, brother knowledge. I tell you.
He put that game out.
Brother
No, but hold on. All
Sunflower.
right, so look,
Brother
let's,
Sunflower, right?
Yo, no, that was beautiful. But let's talk about this, right? So we got NFL, NBA, right? We talking about getting money off your name, image, likeness. But let's go to the personal brand. Football players, you get your helmet on the whole time, right? People don't get to see you. So now we've seen this walk out to the game. It's turned into a runway.
They gotta be dancing and all kinds
Y'all,
of shit.
we got a whole lot of swag
They
in
gotta be
here.
out there. Look at me.
So who's doing it better? Who's doing it better on the personal brand? NBA or NFL?
I think NBA is by default though. It's just by default. I don't want to say they just better at it.
you just gonna throw in
It's just by default. You just gave all the reasons why, you know, they get the notoriety, right? They don't wear helmets, right? Everyone, people come to y'all game.
more like I feel like we just more laid back.
Yeah, we look
like
more
we just
better
more
than
like
y'all.
we just more
I
like
feel like the NBA, y'all lay back, but y'all don't control the culture.
of what?
The NFL controls the culture
Of what?
of the
Crazy.
United
Of
States.
what?
Like,
Of the United States.
We
Of the United
chose-
States.
The United States,
the
like,
world.
okay,
We the world.
y'all not the world. Y'all,
China.
y'all
We the
nobody
world.
even watches the championship.
man.
Like, the
I don't know,
the
bro.
NBA championship is
Y'all
equivalent
got
to a
about-
great Sunday night
How y'all
game.
control something? Y'all got about 3 people, everybody in the world.
But what I'm
knows.
saying though, when we talk about
Brian out here hooping with
Okay.
$1 billion. Like, come on, like
Look,
look what we
that's
on. Like,
individual.
look what
I'm
we
talking
on.
about controlling. I'm talking about controlling the narrative of the United States. When Colin Kaepernick took a knee, that controlled the whole United States. There was people talking about conversations on the elevator level. Let me finish. Okay, then y'all had T-shirts on, but it didn't reach the level of what Colin Kaepernick was doing. Let me finish. Okay, we have the NFL Super Bowl. Cities fight for the Super Bowl like they do the Olympics. People put in bids. Like for the NBA, I feel like the culture of how things are shaped, it goes by the NFL. Like our voices, how we opinion. Like that's just how it's been in the past, and that's how it's going to continue to be in the future. Like y'all control the culture of like maybe music or something like that, but like a global
Hip-hop.
conversation about how to
Hip-hop.
make movements or mass movements, that starts in the NFL.
Y'all had one movement.
We had
And we
multiple-
started that. Actually, what's his name? Who missed the flag? Mahmoud? What's his name? The guard.
Oh, you talking about for the Bulls?
Yeah,
Mahmoud.
yeah, Mahmoud.
Yeah.
He actually did it first and got killed back in the day. If you want to talk
he
about
got
that,
John
he
Carlos
got
did it
kicked
first.
out the league.
Carlos did it
John
first.
Carlos, Jesse Owens did it first.
Come on now.
Like, come on,
Yes,
we
sir.
had
1968.
San Jose State. Hello.
Sound like 1968.
Yeah.
That's a
Man,
little
all
bit
y'all got
earlier.
is aggressive. Look, you got O.J. Simpson.
Right.
You got everybody that get
You can't bring
mad.
up OJ.
You got people that get mad at elevators. Y'all
Can't bring up OJ. We
Y'all
got-
just be whooping everybody's ass everywhere y'all go. That's all y'all do is go around whooping people's ass.
But the point,
You be in the club with your shirt off like, y'all want problems, raw. Look at me. Then we come in 6'6".
Why is that the stereotype about football?
6'6", you come in 6'6",
That's an
shining.
inaccurate stereotype.
All y'all girls just drift away. I'm like, nigga, come here. You wanna come here? Shut
up. What?
I'm gonna whoop your ass. You go over there. You go over there and whoop your ass. That's all
Y'all just
do.
soft. That's it. Y'all just soft. That's it.
Y'all got
That's
anger
it.
issues.
Y'all just
man.
soft. That's it. Y'all
We
be
just
flopping. Y'all
smooth,
be
man.
flopping
We
and
smooth.
shit.
We fly.
Y'all be.
Bro, we just
Y'all fly.
for sure.
Yeah.
For
I don't know,
sure.
man.
For sure.
Hey, basketball players. Basketball
For
players.
sure.
Y'all didn't start
they be
getting
walking
dressed
in-
in 2
They be like this, walking inside.
That's how you dress now.
Nah.
I will say this: it's a lot easier to do 16 looks than 81.
That's
Because I think, personally, I think and I'm biased, but the football players on the fashion game,
They didn't start getting
killing
dressed.
basketball
looking funny in y'all
players.
clothes.
They
Killing
didn't start
y'all.
getting dressed until Odell.
NFL
Everybody
is
was following
killing the
Odell.
NBA.
Where you think
Clothes don't be
Odell
fitting
got it
and
from?
shit.
Where you think Odell got it from?
I don't know. I just know y'all clothes don't be fitting.
All y'all do is wear
There's a
Mary
whole lot of
jeans.
shoulders that just.
Yeah.
Hey man, the whole NFL wear Mary jeans. That's
Mary
it.
jeans.
That's all y'all wear is a Mary. I can't talk to people that wear a Mary every day.
I feel
Except for my man right here. He shocked me yesterday with his outfits. He's probably one of the best dressed people I ever seen. In
But
Oh,
no,
man,
all seriousness, all seriousness though,
MB
like
Cole.
personal branding though, NBA got that though. Personal branding because they got the face, they got the publicity. So, you know, you just got to give it to them. You know, I think football players got to do a better job of just taking their helmet off, seizing opportunities that come their way, speaking, things like that. But obviously, by default, the NBA got that. I'll give y'all that.
By default,
Yeah, by
that's
default,
it.
I'll give you that. NBA
I
got
think
that.
we just do stuff and like people like to see dunks and all that. You see all that.
I don't
type
think it's
of
about the actual sport though.
stuff. Sometimes it is.
It's the swag, it's
Yeah,
everything.
it's everything that comes with it.
everything.
You know,
I think
you
it's
got
the
the rappers
extension,
want to be hoopers. You never hear rappers, so I want to run into
The
somebody
extension
and
thing.
get mad. Like,
I
you know?
think the NBA as a whole, as an organization, has
Yeah.
done an incredible job of making sure it's a global brand. Right? So you guys have been able to take urban culture, black culture, right, from the Allen Iversons, et cetera, and now push it globally. NFL has limitations, right? So it dominates the U.S., right? And I think as a kid growing up, we look a lot at the NFL players. But in terms of globally and being able to monetize the brand, I think the NBA has done a much better job.
I really though. You think the NBA? Y'all think y'all dress better than the
Hell
NFL?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not even
Who-
close.
Okay.
Look how
You don't think?
look, we just came chilling.
Come on, man.
Look, y'all best
Come on,
shit.
man.
Right?
Come on, bro.
We ain't even coming our best.
No, don't do that.
What'd you
We
say
need-
yesterday?
that's
I was
not-
sitting like
What'd
this
you say
yesterday.
yesterday?
Hey,
What'd you
that's
say
called-
yesterday?
You know that's called
You said, hold
self-sabotaging.
on, I gotta step it up.
That's called
No,
self-sabotaging.
I said I didn't know we was dressing like that. We just came from home.
Nah, this
All
is
right,
how
so
y'all
who's
live.
top five? Who's top five?
Top
Then
five.
what?
Top five any sport best dressed.
Oh, come on, man.
Rattle it off. Where we at?
I mean,
top
well,
five.
I mean, me,
Come on,
Nick,
man.
Jordan Clarkson.
Nah, PJ Tucker is the best dressed
PJ
person.
PJ Tucker be hitting.
Nah.
PJ Tucker with the shoe game is killing.
PJ got
Yeah, yeah.
shoes. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he killing.
Yeah,
He killing.
yeah.
on the foot.
I like
Y'all
Jamal
no
Adams.
style. You said he,
I'm a
he
Jamal
got
Adams fan.
shoes.
Jamal
He got
Adams is
I
killing.
like
outfits
Jamal
to me.
Adams, so I think he's number one.
But he got a stylist too, though. I think
don't
it's.
matter.
I think if you got a
What?
stylist,
It don't matter.
I think
You got
it's-
If you got style.
That's-
What? So y'all don't have
Count
That
me
don't
out
make
stylist.
sense.
You
That
got
don't. You know what? That
stars
don't make
over.
sense because if someone's the best football player, best basketball player, he got a coach, right?
No, you ain't. It
No.
ain't stylist.
I'm just
man.
saying. Look,
No.
If I'm going into the thing
somebody,
and somebody got 10 outfits and
Yeah.
they picking it out for me, if I'm just going into my
but you
closet,
still gotta pick which one you want to wear. He just bring
no,
the
he
shit
pick
to
it
you.
out for you, lay it out. He said,
Lay
I
it
think you
out.
should wear this.
It sound like y'all
Okay, let's
hating.
go.
It sound like y'all hating.
Nah,
I think Jamal
Yeah.
Adams is killing.
no, but he got a stylist, so it don't count.
I think it
So
counts.
you dress yourself? You do
I
everything?
just
I think
go
it counts.
Pick the clothes I like.
Some people
Like,
got
who
stylists
can't
because they don't have
pick out
time.
clothes? If you can't pick out clothes, you shouldn't even be in the conversation.
I don't know, bro.
Future said it best.
I don't know, bro.
What future?
Me
say?
personally, I like
I
Jamal.
don't need a stylist. Exactly what he said.
Who
I
can't
feel like if
pick
you
out
have a stylist, it
clothes?
don't
If you
count.
can't pick out clothes
It
like
don't
I
count.
like this, I'm gonna wear this. Instead, you got somebody coming with 10 bags of her. Wear this.
Somebody who's best dressed? Who you giving it? Who you giving the trophy to?
I think it's PJ Tucker, honestly.
PJ Tucker.
He don't have a stylist?
I don't know if he look like he's just a southern person. So
I'm
I feel
saying
like
though, does he have a stylist?
I don't know if
He
he,
got a
stylist.
stylist.
Does
If he got a
Jordan Clarkson have
stylist, then
He got a stylist. So you
know that?
You
No,
disqualify
I
him?
know that.
Yeah, he disqualified.
He DQ'd.
What?
Okay. He DQ'd.
Russell
then.
Westbrook.
Yeah, for Russell.
No.
You know what? I'm not.
No comment.
I'm personally. I love just how he don't care and he just do whatever he want. But I personally, I feel like
Really, I'm the GOAT.
yeah,
I'm the
I just
GOAT.
feel
I'm
like
just gonna lay
he's
it out there,
He's
I'm
trying
the
to make
GOAT.
a statement.
I am the GOAT.
Come on with it. Come on with it, Chef
Okay.
Alex.
We have some seafood gumbo with some crab,
I
shrimp.
like that you gave mine first, man.
Well, all right. And you got it? There you go. Crab, shrimp, andouille sausage, and some white rice. Got it? Everyone got it?
Now,
Yeah.
Chef, I told you
Oh,
my
wait.
family's in
Oh, okay.
Look,
Well,
you keep coming with
Oh,
all
one
this
more?
pressure.
Hey Chef, I don't understand
wait.
though. So why we're not eco-friendly? We can't get like a metal fork or like a bamboo fork.
You,
Like,
you gotta eat it with this.
I'm
Listen.
just saying we got plastic.
We're saving the turtle.
Yeah, I'm saying the ocean.
Chef Alex, you gotta
This
know
is not
with
saving
the
no.
debate.
This is not
We
saving
got a
no.
debate going on.
You really live in Hawaii?
You know we got NFL and NBA.
Yeah.
Who's best dressed?
Ooh.
Who's best dressed, and do you have a favorite?
Okay.
Be real, be honest.
And you can, and I'm gonna ask you. I'm just giving you a heads up. I want you to rank the room. So you gotta rank. You gotta rank these brothers right now too.
In my opinion, the NBA.
Thank you.
But that's like that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because like
Because they tall.
no, you guys
Yeah.
are tall. Like
You know what
the
they
football
are.
players are tall, but I feel like it's more tailored from what I see. Because you guys do like the walk off on like
Yeah, we're put together though.
bus and all
Because they
that.
got stylists.
Yeah. But listen, my brother was a basketball player, so I'm always privy to basketball. And I don't play basketball.
And you date a football player.
Well,
So he can't dress?
No, he can dress. Listen,
Okay,
he can
so
dress.
I'm
Listen,
about to
my
say.
left hand is trying to get heavy, y'all. So I'm good, okay?
Yeah.
He can dress.
I'm about to say you about to mess yourself up. Don't
No,
do
no,
that.
no, he can dress. But
Okay.
to me, basketball players. So, wait,
Who's your favorite?
basketball player?
Best dressed. Best dressed. Anyone come to mind?
All right.
Be honest.
Thank
Thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm ready to go. I made all this. That's
Is it corny if I say LeBron James?
Oh my God.
They're done.
Take this goddamn food.
He said your food is trash now.
You know she gonna say that? You know she gonna say that?
You said, look.
LeBron.
I'm Asher.
What? Huh?
Y'all like Bron?
All right, you gotta make it for it. All right, rank them. We got 4. 4 came in real fly.
So Swaggy is last because he shaded the Caribbean food. No, I'm joking. Okay. Wait, I really have to rank?
Yeah.
You don't have to rank.
No,
No,
it's
I'm not
competitive.
gonna
No, we rank it.
I'm not
we
gonna
rank it.
rank.
No, we rank it. No, it's okay. Lean into that.
My
Okay,
guy.
Got him.
My guy.
Okay.
Got him.
Here. My guy right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can give an honorable mention. Who's number 2? You don't have to do the rest. Just give an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
Brandon.
Damn, you went real LA.
Okay.
The only thing I
He
don't
already
like
called
about the
it.
gumbo is there's no okra in there.
There is no okra. But that's a personal preference for, like, okra gets really slimy.
But gumbo
Needs
it
okra,
means,
yes.
it literally means okra.
It does. Oh, did you watch High in the Hog?
No, I just
Oh,
study black
yeah.
people.
No, that's true. Gumbo does
Who made
need
gumbo?
okra.
Where did gumbo come from?
It's an African.
Yeah. Because, well, technically, if you want to get real with it, like, everything is from Africa.
West Africa.
West Africa.
West Africa.
So, gumbo literally means okra. But it's like, now it's a southern thing, like New Orleans.
I thought it was
Holy Trinity. You got
The Holy,
you got
what's
the
the Holy Trinity? Do you know?
Ooh.
Let's pop quiz.
Celery,
Yeah, for
Onion.
Creole style cooking.
Oh.
Onion
Celery.
celery, onion, bell pepper.
Get your
I don't know
ass
that.
and green pepper.
I'm about to say.
Hey.
You guys talking about food.
This brother all knowing. He got
No, my
everything.
wife be cooking all the time, so she always
You got
used
it
to.
down.
And I don't like onions, and she always gets mad because she's like, "It's the Holy Trinity," and she's like, "So."
So the Holy Trinity is what? Onions?
Green onions. No, I'm like, oh my god. Green peppers, onions, and celery.
That's
Why
the
is that
base.
the Holy Trinity?
That's the base of
It's
their
like
recipes.
the base. So every culture basically has like a base of cooking. So like Italian has sofrito, and actually like Caribbean and like Hispanic have green seasoning and sofrito. So it's like Hispanic culture is onions, peppers, garlic, and then Caribbean is like parsley, onions, garlic, all of that.
The gumbo's good though.
So what is soul
Thank
food?
you.
It might be. I mean, it's
What
good.
is soul food?
But Louisiana though, it might be kind of. You might.
I do a peanut
Yeah,
butter.
because you know, being from
roux.
Louisiana is kind of. It's gonna be.
A
like,
what?
A peanut.
They might- you might
Okay, so I have
issues.
battle
What?
rules
What's it called?
a roux. So you gotta stir the roux for 45 minutes, and depending how dark it gets, like that's the color of your gumbo. So I always do a peanut butter roux.
Okay, well, Chef Alex, you did your thing again. I mean,
Again.
Thank you.
we got 3 out of 4. Now you know you got some haters since you done talked about some folks. So
Listen.
The oxtail though.
you done had Swaggy spitting out his food.
I'm
We
glad
ain't
you
messing
like
with it
the
now.
oxtail.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it up on the next one. But as always, we thank you, man. We appreciate you. Absolutely. So we got another one. We talking about personal branding. So I got to bring up NFTs, right? So we've been talking a lot about NFTs, crypto. You guys are all investors. You guys are all futurists, right? You looking at that? It's what's happening after the game. Is anybody messing with NFTs? Is anybody dealing in that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
What we talking about?
I have an NFT coming out with my high school highlights mixtape. I'm doing it with Ball is Life. It should be dropping probably towards the end of the year. So that's how I'm gonna get into it. And then I want to bring my brand Tough Crowd. So we actually selling like physical. It's digital art, but we actually selling a physical product with it. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I've been on lately.
Yeah, I have one coming out probably the end of August or early September. About, you know, my memes and stuff, so I think that's gonna be pretty dope.
You know the famous shot I like.
Yeah. So let's see, some of the stuff is dope I seen. It's with Fandango, something like that.
Fandango.
So, yeah, something that's. Well, people, what is it? Fandango. There you go.
And so I'm really not that knowledgeable about NFTs, right? So if it's a digital copy, can't like I just download that or like screenshot it or something like that? Like, what is? I don't get it.
Nah, so it's like a 101. So it would be like all my high school highlights put together, like this one tape. So I can do it like the N1 mixtape or something like that.
Right.
So we sell it digital. Like we make like copies. They might get like a autographed high school jersey or like some shoes or like, you know, you gotta be creative with it. And then, you know, they get that one piece and that's it.
How do you prevent people from like having duplicates of digital copies?
Well, you can't because there's only one. So whoever buys it, they can keep reselling it, and then that's how you keep making money.
Okay.
My only issue with it is that I collect art, so it's kind of like I like having the piece in my house. Like I don't want to have, you know, a Nina Chanel on a piece of paper, and it's like like the fact that it's in my house, it makes it, you know, better, you know, because it's like I can look at it, but I can see from an artist's perspective being able to get residual income off of it. But as a collector, you kind of want to be like, this is in your house, and like, you know, you don't want to have to get the projector out and look, and they want to show you something, and pop the art up.
They do have some new technology on that though now, which is coming out to display your NFT.
At your house.
Okay.
At your house.
So no people.
I don't want that. I want the actual structure.
You want the physical.
Yeah, I want the physical of it. I think that makes it. I don't know. There's something about that, knowing that the person was in there doing it, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like I can understand why people love NFTs. It's the ability to, you know, it's another form of crypto, another form of currency to blow up. But then it's also I don't know. I just still like. I guess I'm a purist, and I like the idea of owning the art.
You're a purist for real.
So people don't.
I love that.
People don't buy NFTs just to have. Everyone buys it to resell. Is that the objective?
It's about the transferability, right? So how easy is it to transfer and track? So I'll throw out one prompt just for you guys, because a lot of people make money off the things that you guys have originally, right? Your first sneaker, your rookie card, all of those things. But once it leaves your hands, that's it. That first transaction, you never see anything off of it. Whereas with an NFT, you can continue making it. So what happens now if your rookie card is an NFT? And I think that's where the future is for you guys in the money, because it's about how do you continue as you build your brand, you are continuing to build the value and the profitability of that in the long term, right? Because the artist is never the person that becomes the millionaire or billionaire off of their art. Most of the time it happens after they pass.
Yeah.
Get your money now. Get your money now.
Yeah.
So I believe it's going to be the future for you guys, and I'm excited for that, because that's yours.
But
now you become your own bank.
It's still not the same though. It's like not the same as like going to the art dealer,
right?
And having a tangible
Jack
piece.
Shaman and getting a Theaster Gates and being like, I got this Theaster Gate sitting in my. It's not the same. It's like the same as like, I don't know. For the artist, I see it, but as like I'm still as a collector.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as authentic as you would like it. You know.
Hey man, that's another way to make money. So.
It's just another way to make money.
Yeah.
But I love what you're doing though, Brandon. You know, when you're talking about managing the digital with the physical, and putting that combination, because now you have the transaction that happens right then, but then the extension.
Yeah.
And I don't see a lot of people doing that, so I feel like you're a bit ahead of most folks.
Trying to. And I'm gonna do my 55-point game against Steph. So then it'll come with the actual shoes that I wore with the jersey. So
Talk the talk then.
Nah,
What'd you say? How much? How many points you hit on Steph?
55. Well, the Warriors, it wasn't really on Steph. He was on the team.
It was.
No, Steph wasn't playing like that. Steph wasn't playing like that. Steph wasn't really playing like that. It was just on the team.
That was your rookie year?
Yeah.
He's the revelation of my face.
You scored 55 in your second game? What was it first?
My seventh and 3/4.
That's crazy.
At 6'1".
Yeah, this 3/4.
I remember that.
It took me 3.
That nigga was rubbing it in my face. So when I had 40, he said it ain't 55 though. It ain't 55.
Yeah, it ain't 55 and 3.
Yeah.
Nah, I love it.
Nah, he the reason why he stuff ankles like that, right?
No, it's not. Nah, man, nah.
Nah, you didn't do that.
I love Steph. We all love Steph, but you hurt his ankle, right?
I think a little bit. I don't know. I don't know.
But I guess as a basketball player, do you feel, because you're a shooter, right? You're a shooter. Do you feel like the evolution of the game of it being more European style, where people are shooting, like when we grew up, like we loved the '90s, Larry Johnson, like people coming through the lane and dunking, and it's more of a shooting game now. How does that? Did that play more to you, or did you like that more, or do you miss the old way the game was played?
Now it's like that. When I came in, like they used to criticize us for shooting threes that many times. It was like they used to say he's a bad shot maker. I hated that saying.
Say it again.
A bad shot maker. Like step backs and
There's
all that.
a bad way of scoring.
Yeah, that's a bad shot. That's like you shoot bad shots.
That was possible.
Yeah, like he'll do a 360 step back, guy in his face, and still like that's stuff.
That's why we keep getting that highlight of you.
But now it's like the norm. Like you can shoot 20 step backs a game, so it's crazy. Yeah.
So, Brad, what was talk about your NBA journey?
Maybe.
Because I mean, you've non-traditional. You went a different route, and you were first with a lot of the stuff that you did.
Yeah, went to Oak Hill, came out of Oak Hill, went to Rome, Italy for a year, came back, got drafted. Didn't even play a lot that year though. I had only played maybe 15 minutes, so I really didn't get a lot of playing time. But what helped me was when I went to the workouts, like our NBA workouts, because I was so advanced, and went 10th to the Bucks. Had a good run with the Bucks, made the playoffs twice, got traded, went to Detroit, tore my Achilles, and then I just started traveling around the world. And then once I went to China, I came back in 2018, started my brand, and then I just said, yo, I'm done. Like, I'm just like.
How many years you get in, bro?
9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a question though about being in Italy. What was that like though? Like I feel like being so young and being in another country. I really wanted to. How was that?
I mean, it was different. I mean, and this is when the recession hit too. Remember, Obama had just gotten office. The recession had hit. Me and my mom, my brother, we had went over there. So it was like, it was difficult too, because we were in another country. Financially, everything was all like messed up back at home for other people. But just to experience, like my brother went over to school over there. He graduated top of his class, 8th grade. So he was speaking like Italian and stuff like that. So just the whole experience and being with Under Armour. I shot my first commercial at the Coliseum at 18. Like, being able to see the Coliseum, the Spanish Steps, and all different type of stuff. So just the whole experience just made me so like well-rounded.
Pub crawls at the Spanish Steps was live.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, cheesecake and stuff every day.
Would you do it differently?
No, I would do it the same.
Okay.
I would do it the same. I think just the experience was just. That was my education.
Yeah.
Like, that was my education to life and understanding, like, overseas, they just love their teams.
Yeah.
Like, they're not really about, like, like they have each other and family. So it was just, something different.
But was it easy for you, right? So coming from here in LA, right, and growing up here, going through what you had been through, right, up at that point. Now you're in a place where it's a different language.
Yeah.
It's different money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff coming at you.
Yeah.
Was it easy on you, or because you got a lot of folks that are following your footsteps, right? That want to do what you've done.
No, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
It was a challenge. I put it like that. I put everything, because I like to take risks. So, I love a challenge, and I love to find out a lot about myself. So that was the first time I knew what a credit card was, like, going to the bank, trying to take out euros, trying to get a taxi, trying to speak the language. But the food was amazing, though.
But what'd you learn about yourself then?
That I can overcome anything. Like I can overcome, and I just love a challenge, and I love taking risks. So whether if I take an L or it don't work, I'm gonna keep going though.
Did you like the pizza there? I didn't like.
No, the pizza was bad.
Yeah.
No, the pizza was bad though. The pasta and everything was good, but it's like ham.
Yeah,
I like ham.
Pizza ain't got no sauce on it.
Yeah, like nothing. No, for real.
Pizza in Brooklyn is better. I'm like,
yeah.
The pizza. Maybe it's better, and I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, the pasta though.
Okay,
the pasta risotto and everything.
Pizza was not.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Would y'all ever go overseas to play football?
Where I go?
I got like a Canada league, right, or something?
Nah, I don't think so. Me personally, I don't love football that much to be traveling around trying to figure it out. So if it wasn't the NFL for me, it would have just been something else, right?
What
And I don't
about
think
the
like
Exetville or something like that.
yeah, I don't think other leagues is like that professional or that sexy like overseas, right? It's a little different.
I think it's
So,
like Canadian football.
Yeah,
right?
I
think
wouldn't
that's
have
what-
never did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did it.
You gotta travel, man. Travel's good, man. It helps your mind. It helps you see other things. in
No,
life.
for sure. If I would have got to travel at your age when you first came out, I think my perspective would be so broad, you know, and you just get to appreciate different cultures.
Did y'all travel like for like fashion shows or anything?
On your own dollar, so it costs a lot. So
They
probably not as
didn't
much.
bring, they didn't bring you in. It's cool.
Nah.
Look, that was a dig. See, he taking shots. You know what? He ain't shit for that. He just went at who was the swaggiest. So he already let y'all know, man.
LA, city of angels. Try to chain us down, but society can't tame us. Granny told me gotta be safe, but we stay dangerous. You also by the book and we already burnt the pages. Who you really gonna call when it all get crazy? Who you throwing the ball for that new Mercedes? How you gonna risk it all in